I always thought the static in my hearing aids was just city interference, cell towers, Wi-Fi signals, the usual background hum of living in a crowded apartment block. But last night, as I cleaned up after a late shift, the static turned sharp, almost rhythmic, like someone whispering from a radio just out of tune. I should have taken them out, but the voice was so faint, so insistent, that I kept listening. If you're hearing this story, stay with me. What I found in my reflection tonight will haunt me forever. At first, the whispers seemed like nonsense, broken syllables, half words. Then, as I caught my reflection in the kitchen window, the static clarified. It said my name. Not how anyone else says it, but how my late grandmother used to, with that old world accent. My skin prickled, and I stared, frozen, as the window seemed to ripple around my face. The voice behind the static began to tell me things, about tomorrow's meeting, about a stranger I bump into, about an accident that hadn't happened yet. I tried to laugh it off, but every word came true. The meeting, the stranger on the subway, even the spilled coffee in the lobby, all played out exactly as the whispers predicted. That night, I stood in front of my bathroom mirror, hearing the static grow louder, clearer. My reflection smiled before I did, lips moving in sync with the voice in my ears. Tomorrow, you'll see what you really are, it hissed, and my heart hammered as my reflection's eyes flickered black. Now, I keep every mirror covered, every reflective surface hidden. But the whispers follow, describing things I haven't done yet, and sometimes, in the corner of my vision, I see my reflection moving just a second too late, or too early. The worst part is, tonight the voice promised I'd never be alone again. If you start hearing static, promise me you won't look in the mirror. Because if you do, your future might not belong to you anymore.